Alright, we are on the draw with Rug Delver, and this is a bad hand. We have no lands. We can't cast spells. This, on the contrary, is a good hand. We have lands and can cast spells. We don't have a green source, so we don't want that to reverse. Depending on what they do, turn 1, Inquisition makes me a little sad. I was hoping we'd either see a mana dork we could bolt, or just something not very good so we could steam vents, hold up bolt, and or snare. As is, they probably leave us the goif. They took our clock. So I believe we just shock here. May as well hold up lightning bolt, even though they do know about it. I figure 2 life isn't going to be super relevant here. Island go. Looks like we're in a bad spot as the opponent hits their land drops quite nicely. Excuse me. They know we have a snare, so they're probably not putting much into that. Yeah, we'll just run our snare out. We may as well. Another Tarmogoyf is a very bad thing. But what are you gonna do? This might be the same black-red mid-range opponent from the other day. It's very possible. I don't know how many people run Smoldering Marsh. Do they pitch cards? They don't. They're going to take either Bolt or Shoal. Do we bolt them in response? If we bolt them in response, mode 1, yeah, it is the pseudo duress. We bolt them in response. We're probably losing the bolt because Shoal is useless, so let's do it. It's pretty unlikely that disrupting Shoal is going to be good. And even if they had something we could bolt, they would just take the bolt and leave us with the Shoal. There you go. Do we even play the island? I don't think we do. We're just in a terrible spot here. As our opponent solidifies their position. Oh, geez. Yup. Okay, well, that will play tapped. I don't like them finding a decent manland. Rabblemaster, it probably is the same person. That or black-red mid-range became a lot more popular than it was before. I don't know. Okay, Serum Visions. I can roll with that. Scalding Tarn, there you go. We have Green Source. So the question is, can we stabilize through Terminate plus whatever else? I'm going to probably grab a Stomping Ground because I don't think we need blue at this point. And do we just lead on goif? Probably. Okay, they're going to kill that, quite possibly on the end step. Lava Claw reaches could be a problem. Excuse me. It is a 2/2 that gets plus X plus 0. Okay, and 3 mana to activate, so it won't get too big. That's not scary. There goes the second goif, which is a bad thing, because I was counting on that. They animate Lava Claw. They can buff it, make a hasty token. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I was going to say they're attacking with everything, right? I believe we're dead. Just my inclination before actually doing the math. Now we're very dead. The Inquisition might have just been to double check that we were dead. Yeah, I think that was the purpose there. That was a very fast and unfortunate game 1. Let's see if sideboarding can help us out at all. Probably. Blood Moon might be good. Let's put that there. I believe last time I brought in 1. We'll see if we want the second. I like to actually go through the sideboarding every time I sideboard because repetition just gets you better. Also, sometimes things slightly change. Different amounts of information, yada yada yada. If we do assume it's at least a similar deck, we can expect Chandra, Liliana, and Kalidas, which is interesting. I want all the bolt effects. I could see Curiosity leaving. Spreading Seas seems far better than Blood Moon. Mana Leak, Thought Scour, Dismembers on the chopping block. All of these cards looking good means Disrupting Shoal looks bad. Spell Snare didn't have a lot to target, although we can assume they have 4 Bobs and at least a few Brutalities. Let's cut those. That's not a lot going out, though. I don't think Vapor Snag's going to be very good. I really want to actually kill their stuff. Let's cut an Explosives because it's slow. So we're bringing these in. We have another 5 cards that need to leave. Thought Scour seems like a good idea. Simic Charm's pretty versatile. Dismember, maybe I don't want. Maybe I just take on Kalidas head on. It's pretty unlikely that they have a bunch of Kalidases. I think I could roll with that. And then we cut the Thought Scour, do that. 60 cards. Anything we don't like. Renegade. Blocks tokens easily. Takes out Bob if it's revolted. Can theoretically deal with Kalidas, but probably not because they have a bunch of removal. Let's have Dismember instead. Slightly less versatile than Renegade because it cannot attack. But when they have a bunch of removal, I don't think a Death Touch creature is going to do us too well. Let's try that. We're on the play. With another very bad hand as a 7. We're going back to 6. It's certainly not good. Oh dear. Do you keep a 1-lander without any sort of fixing on 6? If we do get our next land, we can slam a couple threats. If we don't, we're probably boned. Do we want to mulligan again? Going to 5 against an Inquisition Thoughtseize deck seems really bad. We were fortunate to see a second land on top, so we're probably not going to crack this fetch. Let's leave it open, though. Who knows? Maybe we want to. Excellent draw. Lightning Bolt will kill Goyf if we slam it. Inquisition can kill Goyf if we don't slam it. Decisions. We can also hold up Denial. Seems kind of bad, just holding up Denial. So I think we do want to slam it. This is going to get, I believe, a basic island because... Wait, no, we don't have Blood Moon here. We do not have Blood Moon. Do we want to shock a couple times? Probably. I find it highly unlikely that our opponent's on Blood Moon. So let's get some good mana and just hope they don't have the Bolt. If they do, at least Mandrills comes out sooner. And not playing Goyf seems kind of eh. Terminate. Cool. I'm okay with that. Terminate kills it regardlessly. Steam Vents means we can slam Mandrills. Do we want to do that? Delve away the graveyard? Seems good. We won't have Denial up. Maybe we play this tapped and pass the turn. Hold up Denial and Simic Charm. Now let's get on board. Going to 12 is pretty dangerous. But I think we need to get going. They play Bob. Bob is fine. Bob does not scare me. Slaughter Pact is annoying. Snapcaster has no targets. I believe we're just going to pass the turn and flash in a Snapcaster Mage to try to bully the Dark Confidant. Thoughtseize is their draw. They probably Thoughtseize. I think we want to denial that Thoughtseize if they do play it. Let's cancel that skip, because otherwise we're going to give up the opportunity to play Snap before blocks. And we'll just let them attack. They lose their card advantage engine, we lose ours. Seems fair. Seems completely fair. We are, of course, losing quite terribly right now. Slaughter Pact is pretty good. Huntmaster, of course, isn't a slouch, and we're very close to playing it. Hopefully they tap out for a non-creature. Asylum Visitor. That's not something I was expecting. Yeah? At least we're not in top deck mode. I don't think we flash in a Snapcaster here. Traverse gets us a land, which is pretty much what we need, so let's do it. We'll grab a basic forest. End step. Hold up stuff. If they attack, we might do the Snapcaster play again. Liliana the Last Hope could be a pain in the ass. They're ticking down to get what? Oh, Bob. Silly me. We can't denial Bob. And if they cast Bob, we can't actually take out the Liliana by attacking. So I think our game plan might actually be Snap, do it again. Maybe we should have Snap Traversed to hit another land drop. We could also take 3 and then play Huntmaster. Liliana doesn't kill Huntmaster, which is good. Do I like that? Save Snap for what? Next turn we're playing Huntmaster. I think I'd rather trade. Which makes using Traverse a little bit better, but then Lily probably ticks up and hits our Snapcaster Mage. So I guess it comes down to whether or not we really want to make this block or have a land. I think the block's more important. We aren't even close to out of the woods yet. Delver's not going to come down until we've dealt with that Liliana. And Huntmaster should help us stabilize. Kalidas is a bad sign. Kalidas plus removal spell probably just kills us. There's the Terminate. Huntmaster hits Exile. They get a zombie token. Shrink the Wolf. I'll take 2 here. Can we hit a Huntmaster? Spell Snare isn't quite Huntmaster. I believe the game plan is to hold up Simic Charm. Bob Trigger. Fatal Push. Can't Spell Snare that. Or that. I believe we are very, very dead. Not yet. Our life total is not 0, but this board is a bad sign. Sure. It's a land. They can't play it because Chandra only lets you cast. Liliana goes for Delver. If we try to save the Delver, they Fatal Push it. But I guess that's one less Fatal Push. That goes after the future threat that we need to draw. So let's get Hexproof. Fatal Push happens, absolutely. least we got the Fatal Push out of their hand. I don't know if that's at all even relevant, given that they have this. Bob doesn't have good attacks. We trade tokens, otherwise we're probably just dead regardlessly, right? We need to hit something very good. If we don't block, we go to 5, and then we can block something else. Dismember doesn't save us any life. We're gonna die. GG's, opponent. GG's. Black-red midrange doing its thing. That was a bit of a slaughter. Of course, midrange decks aren't a great matchup for us, but I think stalling that game 1 really hurt. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and thanks for watching.